Hello, this is Mr. Tybox123, and finally the new 2011 MacBook Pro has finally been released, and we've got all of the confirmed details now live on the Apple website. So I just wanted to run through the website and take a look at what we've now got, take a quick comparison to what we used to have, and have a look at some of these new features that we've got in the new 2011 MacBook Pro. So you can see on the website we've still got a 13-inch, we've got a 15-inch and a 17-inch. Price is £999. It starts from, for the 13-inch, £1,549 for the 15-inch and £2,099 for the 17-inch. If we just have a look through the gallery here, we can see that the unibody remains pretty much the same. On the side of the MacBook Pro now, we've now got the Thunderbolt port, which enables you to connect up to 6 devices with data rates up to 10 gigabits per second, and that also includes high definition external displays. We've still got 2 USB ports, 3 on the 17-inch, got the Ethernet, and we've also got an XDSC card slot reader. Got obviously the microphone input and the headphone output, and now also there's a battery monitor on the right hand side here, which comes up with green lights and shows you how much battery you've actually got left to use. So let's have a look at the comparison of the 3 new MacBook Pros. So the base 13-inch model has a 2.3 GHz dual-core i5 processor, and you can actually upgrade that to a 2.7 GHz dual-core i7 processor, which is going to be a pretty powerful machine for a 13-inch laptop. The base model's got a 320 gig 5400 RPM hard drive. The next model up's got the 500 gigabyte 5400 RPM drive, which is a bit of a disappointment because we were all kind of hoping that solid state drives were going to be standard on the new range of MacBook Pros, and it's a bit of a disappointment that Apple didn't manage to fit that in. And then on the graphics side, for the 13-inch, you've only got the option of an Intel Graphics 3000 with 384 megs of DDR3 shared with the main memory, and that graphics chip is actually the one that's built onto the new Sandy Bridge processors. So it will remain to be seen about what the performance is like with those particular graphics cards. Processor itself on the base model has 3 megs of L3 cache, and the i7 has 4 megs. Both come with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and both come with a 1280 by 800 screen, which again is a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping that they were going to increase the resolution on these monitors and maybe even offer a non-glare version as well, like they do on the 15 and the 17-inch. Battery up to 7 hours. Now, although this is a decrease on what there was before, they've used a new standard for actually testing this, which they call wireless web browsing, which is more of a real-life test. So even though we've now got faster processors, better graphics, etc., etc., the battery life appears to have gone down, but because it's being tested slightly differently, I would imagine it would probably be either slightly improved or at least the same, which is a really fantastic achievement given the increase in performance. And then on the other features, we've got obviously the standard things, but we've also now got the Thunderbolt port, which I mentioned earlier, the SDXC card slot reader, and an HD FaceTime camera, which is an awesome inclusion on the 13-inch. So moving on to the 15-inch, starting at $1549, the base model comes with a 2 GHz quad-core Intel Core i7 Sandy Bridge processor. Comes with a 500 gig hard drive running at 5400 RPM. Again, the initial option is for the HD Graphics 3000 with 384 shared memory, but you actually get the option to upgrade to a new, and they've changed over from Nvidia to AMD, Radeon HD 6490M with 256 meg of DDR5 memory. If you take the upgraded version, you get a 2.2 GHz quad-core processor running the i7, 750 gigabyte hard drive, and you also get the graphics option to have an HD 6750M with 1 gigabyte of DDR5. So that 15-inch option there is going to be quite an impressive machine in terms of performance. Also on the processor side, you get 6 megabytes of L3 cache, or the optional 2.3 gigahertz upgrade, you get 8 megabytes of cache. So the 15-inch looking like a really powerful machine, or the ability to have a very, very powerful 15-inch MacBook Pro there. And then obviously the beast of the 17-inch comes in at £2,099. You get the 2.2 GHz quad-core i7, 750 gig storage. You get the option again of the HD 6750M with 1 gig of DDR5 memory. And if you want to, you can actually increase the processor up to a 2.3 GHz with 8 megs of L3 cache. All of the models come with 4 GB of memory by standard. The resolution on the 17-inch model is 1920 by 1200, so fairly standard for a 17-inch. And on the 15-inch, it's 1440 by 900 with the option of having a high resolution 1680 by 1050 glossy, and even an anti-glare version. 15-inch and the 17-inch, you get the option for the anti-glare widescreen and the slightly higher resolution. All of them come with the Thunderbolt port. All of them have at least 2 USB ports. All of them have at least one FireWire 800. The 17-inch doesn't have the XDSC card, but it has the Express card, which is kind of useful if you want to put a 3G card in there or something like that. All come with the HD camera, all come with the trackpad, all come with the full-size backlit keyboard, and all have the 8-by super drive. So all in all, some really impressive updates there from Apple. The MacBook Pro has definitely been rejuvenated with some new levels of performance, and it's going to be really interesting to see what the real life performance figures of these actual machines are. But that's a quick roundup for what's now available in the MacBook Pro range. It's nice that they finally come out, and thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.